Today's broadcast, Haiti confirms the death of unaccounted for Kenyan police officer after ambush, and Niger coup leader sworn in as president for 5 years. A very good afternoon and welcome to Ikra News Full Bulletin. My name is Abdul Suleiman. A petition seeking to block Treasury Cabinet Secretary from entering into any agreement with the International Monetary Fund (IMF) in the budget process without Parliament's approval has been withdrawn. The High Court allowed the withdrawal after lawyer Kibe Mongai, representing the petitioners, informed Justice Lawrence Mugambi that they were withdrawing the case with a caveat that they might return to court in May this year. The petition filed by 20 lawyers and activists argued that any agreement with the IMF should receive approval from both houses of parliament and be supported by at least 50% of all MPs. The group contended that the IMF influenced compromised Kenya's budget-making process, allowing foreign entities to dictate policy at the expense of the country's sovereignty in public finance matters. They also wanted the court to address the legal, political, and policy disputes surrounding the rejection of the Finance Bill 2024 before Parliament considers President William Ruto's memorandum, which was sent to the National Assembly after he declined to assent to the bill. And President William Ruto met with leaders from Makueni, Machakos, and Kitui counties at the State House. Labor and Social Protection Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua also graced the meeting. During the meeting, Ruto emphasized the need to embrace collaborative leadership even with divergent political inclination in order to unite and transform Kenya. This follows a meeting where the leaders led by Mutua emphasized the need of a united front in addressing the challenges facing Ukambani. Mutua assured the commitment of leaders to fostering sustainable progress and ensuring the region plays a more significant role in national development. One of the primary issues discussed was the empowerment of the Kamba people through leadership and professional growth. Infrastructure, education, and employment were identified as crucial areas that require immediate attention. And the Kenya Meteorological Department has announced that prolonged rainfall is expected in several parts of the country over the next 5 days from Friday, March 27th to Monday, March 31st. According to the forecast, isolated heavy rainfall is likely to occur in the highland east and west of the Rift Valley, the Lake Victoria Basin, the Rift Valley, southeastern lowlands, the coastal region, as well as parts of northeastern and northwestern Kenya. Several counties including Siaya, Kisumu, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisii, Nyamira, Trans Nzoia, Baringo, Uasin Gishu, Elgeyo Marakwet, Nandi, Nakuru, Narok, Kericho, Bomet, Kakamega, Vihiga, Bungoma, Busia, and West Pokot are expected to experience showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, with additional showers at night. Similar conditions are forecasted in Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Kajiado, and Taita Taveta, as well as inland areas of Tana River County.
This is 95.0 Ikra News.
And moving on, the Presidential Transitional Council (CPT) of Haiti has confirmed the death of a Kenyan officer reported as unaccounted for by the Multinational Security Support (MSS) mission in Haiti following an ambush in Savienne near Pont-Sonde in Haiti's Lower Artibonite department. In a statement, the CPT extended its deepest condolences to the government and people of Kenya, as well as to the family of Benedict Kabiru, who lost his life on March 25th. The CPT reiterated its resolve to combat crime and restore order in Haiti, vowing that those responsible for the attack, including armed criminals and their accomplices, will be brought to justice. CPT also reaffirmed its commitment to working with national and international partners to ensure stability and build a secure and just Haiti. The confirmation comes after a disturbing video surfaced showing the deceased officer in the hands of suspected gang members. The Commission on Administrative Justice (CAJ) or the Office of the Ombudsman suspended the summons issued to the Judicial Service Commission (JSC) members back in February. The Commission had on February 28, 2025 summoned 10 JSC commissioners to appear before it on March 25th. The 10 commissioners were to respond to allegation of failing to publish and publicize status reports on all unresolved matters put forward against the judicial officers pending before the Judiciary Ombudsman and the JSC. According to Dulo, the withdrawal of suspension follows a request from the Chief Justice Martha Koome and is in line with Article 159(2)(c) of the Constitution and Regulation 23 of the Commission on Administrative Justice of 2013. Dulo said that given that the Supreme Court is seized of the advisory, the Commission has decided to suspend all the summons issued on February 28th to JSC members. And the Social Health Insurance Fund chief has disbursed 22 billion from the 31.5 billion collected in claims to hospitals across the country. In a dispatch after the National Development Implementation Committee NDIC meeting, the funds will be used to settle the money out to various healthcare providers. According to NDIC, faith-based organizations received 3.5 billion while public hospitals were allocated 7.2 billion. Private healthcare providers received 11.4 billion. Another 8.6 billion was used to clear debts owed by the defunct National Health Insurance Fund (NHIF). Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi chaired the committee at the Kenya School of Government. NDIC is a high-level committee of principal secretaries presided over by Mudavadi, with Head of Public Service Felix Koskei as the Vice Chairman and the convener.
On to the international news.
And internationally, Niger's military ruler has been sworn in as the country's president for a transitional period of 5 years. General Abdul Tiani has led the country since 2023 after he deposed Niger's elected president Mohamed Bazoum. General Tichiani took the presidential office under a new charter that replaces the West African country's constitution. He was also promoted to the country's highest military rank of Army General and signed a decree ordering that all political parties be dissolved. The transition to democratic rule is in line with the recommendation that a commission made following a national discussion. This 5-year time period is flexible depending on the country's security status, the new charter says. Niger has been plagued by jihadist attacks for many years, one of the issues junta leaders cited when staging their coup. It's 9 minutes past 3 p.m. That's all for updates at this hour. Do tune in at 6 p.m. for this and more updates. My name is Abdul Hamid Suleiman. Ramadan Mubarak.